Welcome back to PCTV. In this segment of indispensables, we're going to show you a couple of keyboard shortcuts which are very indispensable, especially if you have like errors that you want to show a technical expert and maybe get an idea of what's going on with your screen or what's going on with your computer. Then there's a way to take a snapshot of your computer screen without having to actually use your mobile phone and then try to upload it and try to make it as difficult as possible for the technical specialist. So what we're going to show you right now is how to do a print screen initially. Jared, do you want to open up Notepad for us?
Let's have a look.
And we'll use that as a demo.
Okay.
There it is at the top.
So we have a Notepad window.
Yeah, now let's type something we want. This is the screen. Oh, it's interesting that this doesn't want to take. Anyway, is the screen.
No.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
With print screen.
Yeah. So this is the print screen key. It's been on keyboards forever.
Yeah.
And
it's one of those keys I think that people look at the top of their keyboard and they go, I wonder what print screen means.
Well, it prints the screen to the clipboard.
Right. So how do we do that?
Well, if you just hit the button itself, it'll take a copy of the entire screen.
Right.
However, I think what is more useful.
Well, let's have a look though at the entire screen that you just took a print of. So how do we do that? We open up, I guess, Paint.
Yes.
So we go into all programs, and you can either type it into the search bar there, like Jared just did, and all you need to do is, there you go.
So as you can see, that's a.
So what I just did was pasted, because what it did was it's like taking a copy of the screen. So then you need to obviously paste. Once you copy, you need to paste.
It puts it on a thing called the clipboard.
Yep.
Which is a little bit of memory that it can store temporarily.
Yeah.
So that's a whole screen.
Yep.
But
now,
again,
another way to get to Paint, obviously, is you can go all programs, accessories, you'll find Paint. Paint is something you can always put up, so we'll use that.
Sure. So another thing that we can do here,
yeah,
we'll just have a new window,
yeah,
is Alt Print Screen, which I think is more useful. It takes a copy of the currently active window.
Right.
So the window that is in focus. So we're looking at this one here. If we hit Alt Print Screen and we go back to our Paint and
Control
we paste
V.
it, it's just that little window.
Ah,
so
right,
that is
much more focused.
Yeah, and you can paste that into anything, Word, an email, Outlook. So again, as you were saying, for technical support, if you have an error that comes up on your screen, error 12345, rather than trying to write that down or certainly taking a photograph with your phone of the screen, which people do,
and then try to upload it.
And try to upload it. I mean, that's just a hassle. So you just hit Alt Print Screen when that error comes up, paste it into your email or whoever you want to send it to.
Yep.
There you go.
That's really, really useful, and it is completely indispensable for your technical specialist, especially if something goes wrong and you get an error and you don't know what it is and you have to like try to remember what the error is. This is a much, much easier way of doing it.
That's right.
Good, cool. All right.
Okay,
so
what else we got?
Well, I was going to say, if you, let's say, because we've got two Google windows open here. Now, if I wanted to see both of them and I wanted to, we've shown you how to snap to the side using the mouse. Obviously, you can just pull it to the side and it'll snap most of the time like that. If you don't have a mouse or you want to do it using a keyboard shortcut, so you just hit the Windows key and left and it goes. And then I can click on the other screen, the other Google, and hit Windows key and right and it snaps. So if that was documents, we could still drag and drop. We can go all the way across, and it's very useful if you want to have two side-by-side screens.
For comparisons, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Now let's say that you're going in Google here, right, and we'll full screen it for a second, right, and you wanted to go, we've got World Cup up there because that was what was on there, and if I wanted to go into news about the World Cup as it happened, all this type of thing, right, if I wanted to go back one page, what you can do is hit the Alt button and then the left key, which is the back key, and that'll actually take you back to the page you were just on. So if you, let's say you get an error where something times out and you want to go backwards and you want to do it really quickly, then all you can do is just hit the Alt button and the back screen, and it goes back, and it goes back one page that you've looked at.
As an alternative to the button up here.
Yeah, as an alternative to the back
button. So
there's
pretty much a way of doing
there's always
everything with a keyboard combination.
There's always a keyboard shortcut that can help you do things, especially useful if, let's say, you have stuffed up your mouse, or if you've only got the pad and you don't want to use the little pad there on your laptop, then using the keyboard shortcuts is always really fast.
Yeah, I know some people that know them very well, and they're very quick, and they get around the place with the keyboard a lot actually easier than the mouse or certainly trackpad.
Definitely, especially technical people, they really like to use their keyboard shortcuts a lot more than using the GUI, which is your graphic user interface.
Yes.